Hola from the west side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hola from the west side. Sorry, I have a delayed reaction, y'all. Stuff is going a little slower in StreamYard tonight. Hey, Angela. How are you, sis? Y'all, there's some stuff going on. So we're going to start with the real world stuff. Let me turn my music back up. There we go. We're going to start with the real world stuff. So, first, before I get into it, shouts out to Couture Bay for putting out the 911 call in regards to Ricky Sherman, because that's who I'm going to talk about first. And mental health is real, y'all. So, cornerback Ricky Sherman is in custody without bail right now. And it is considered a domestic case. He is a professional football player. And the things that are going on, does this sound like CTE to you guys? CTE? Let's not forget the late Junior Seau running his car off the road before he ultimately shot himself in the head. From the 911 call from his wife, it appeared that he was suicidal, suffering from depression. And, you know, I'm going to talk about this seriously because I have a late nephew that was in the NFL. And in my heart, I believe his early death, along with 7 other players who played on the 1995 Chargers team that went to the Super Bowl, which also included Junior Seau. See, the thing is this, that we have no idea the amount of damage that is done to football players even before they hit the NFL. Because it's not until recently that the NFL has even admitted that there's a problem. Now, I'm not saying definitively that this is CTE going on with this player, but it sounds like it. He's 30-something years old, in his early 30s, and he's thinking about killing himself.
His wife is afraid of him, afraid for her life, really afraid of what he's going to do to himself and to others. It doesn't sound like this man is thinking straight. And he is still an active player in the National Football League. Let us not forget Aaron Hernandez. Let's not forget about Aaron Hernandez, y'all. This is so serious that I hope it doesn't get swept under the rug and just pushed off as being domestic violence. I know you better leave my keys alone and better not be trying. If you in my room, we're gonna have a problem. Y'all, I had to put a lock on the door to my bedroom to keep my son out of my bedroom. But back to what I was talking about. Bring me my keys, as a matter of fact. Sorry. But let's not forget, this is I know that they're classifying this as a domestic violence, and I'm not even downplaying that part of it, but I just think that there's a deeper issue involved in this situation when this man is talking about killing himself. And then he apparently ran into like a cement wall and then left the vehicle. So he's, hit and run, even though it wasn't a car involved. Hey, Darren. I know. I'm not close. Let me pull the mic closer to me. Let me pull the mic closer to me. Is this better? Let me turn the mic around. Is that better? It should be better. Because the mic is, well, I just turned it in a different direction. It should be better because the monitor is picking me up too now, so it should be good. Thank you, sir. Let me move my chair closer. Okay. But although we're talking about domestic violence in regards to Richard Sherman, we gotta talk about the bigger issue of CTE. And and just the damage that is done to the body by football players. Hey, Terry. Can you hear me now? Does this sound better? Because I'm right on top of the mic now. Oh, you know what? I think there's an effect on it. I think I have sound effects. That's what the problem is, you guys. I forgot to turn the sound effects off. I am so sorry. Let me turn them off. Let me turn them off. Let me get that out of the way. All right, does that sound better now? No sound effects? No sound effects. Yeah, that was sound effects. You guys, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget that I have sound cards. And usually I go in there and change it to regular, but I didn't tonight. Sorry. Now y'all should be good. All right, so let me get back to our serious topic. So, sports, anybody who is an athlete, we put some wear and tear on our bodies. But especially football, because it's a contact sport. And even with the helmets and all of the gear that is on the bodies, that does not, prevent injuries. And it certainly does not prevent head injuries, concussions. And I'm not saying definitively that that's what's going on, but the way that this man's erratic behavior is, and this is not an isolated incident, this is just the one we're hearing about. I just know. I know that maybe if my nephew hadn't been a first round draft pick in the NFL and played football, that he might have lived past 40. Okay? I know that there are a lot of men who played football and are playing football that are dealing with, you know, head trauma from playing football. Hey DLD, so this whole situation is really really sad. Um I don't know how the NFL is going to handle it. They've never handled anything correctly in my opinion. You know, I don't, like I said, I don't want to take I don't want to take the light off of the domestic violence portion of it, but I think we also need to look at what's causing all of this, you know? And the aggression that you see um in these men sometimes off the field, it is hard, I know, for an athlete to come down from that and to not always be on. And I can't even imagine, what the ones who do deal with concussions and all of that stuff, what's gonna what their life is gonna be like after that, you know? So like I said, in regards to this, to Richard Sherman, I really, really hope um that they look at everything involved in this. Obviously he's going to, if there's anger issues, yes, they need to be addressed. I hope that this doesn't end his career, but if it's going to save his life and get him whatever is necessary for him to not be feeling like he wants to kill himself and hurt other people. Now, let me see if I can find this and put it in the chat, because I want you guys to I'm not going to replay it, but let me go to Couture Base page, and I'm going to find the video that she did from earlier today. It's the last one she posted today. Let me see. Is it in there yet? She might have taken it down. Did she take it down? I don't see it right now. Oh yeah. No, I found it. Okay, let me copy the link. All right, I found it. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, you guys, to the video that Couture Bay released earlier today with the full 911 call. Because I don't hate misunderstood, because I don't want to I want you guys to go support her. So after, not right now. That's the link to the actual video that she put out earlier today that has the entire 911 call from his wife, that is also available out on the TMZ website. But why go out to TMZ and look at it? Go support your fellow Black YouTuber, Couture Bay. So But if you listen to the 911 call that was involved, you could hear the fear in his wife's voice, the concern. She also was concerned that she didn't want the police to come out there guns blazing. She didn't want him to end up dead, because it to me it sounded like she recognized that he was having an episode. And we don't know. It may be something else. Maybe he is dealing with mental health issues that are not, you know, like head injury related. Nonetheless, there's definitely some mental issues going on with this man. Let's see what you guys are seeing. So check out Couture Bay. It's not a long video. I think she was on for maybe 45 minutes. And she plays the 911 call at the beginning of the video as well as later in the video. So if you listen to the beginning of it, you will hear the 911 call. But it would be nice if you listen to the whole thing. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm a fan of myself because I am having a personal summer. So give me a second here. So, all right, now let me talk about the having to lock the door. Let me give y'all an autism mom moment here, because I'm going to go from that into something else that I wanted to talk about. So I had to put a lock on my bedroom door. And this is, been a while coming. And it's not because, I want to, I have like all these things locked up in there. It's simply because I told you we exercise our Second Amendment rights around here. And so with that being said, door needs to be locked because we don't want to have no mishaps. So, but we're dealing with a 25-year-old here, okay? And so, hell, he knows how to get the key and go open the door if the key is available, which is what happened earlier. And why I had to ask him to bring me my keys. Did you bring me my keys? Where are they? Did you bring the keys to me? Speaking of keys. I don't even see them over here. Yeah, I need those keys. Did you bring me the keys? Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, bring them to me. Instead of bringing me the keys, he goes and puts them on the hook, which is not what I asked him to do. But yeah, he's 25, so it's not like he can't go pick up the key and go open the door. But he has to get possession of the keys to go unlock my door. Okay, so now I want to go into something else that happened on this platform that kind of upsets me. And there is a YouTuber whose name is Tanya Hicks, who is a developmentally disabled adult. Okay, but she's high functioning. Nonetheless, she's gotten herself involved with some unsavory characters, in my opinion, on the platform who may be taking advantage of her. And with that being said, somehow she got pulled in the middle of some ish with this other freaking lowlife YouTuber. And her name was put into a title on another YouTuber who I support platform. to me, it was very offensive that she got pulled into this, that people were questioning whether she was actually developmentally disabled because she said she had a learning disability. So let me just put this out there. FYI for people who need to be educated on this, as an actual advocate, you know, for my son and for other people with autism, um, high functioning people on the spectrum know that they have a learning disability, know that they have autism or any other type of, learning or developmental disability. Okay. So if you've never encountered someone who is high functioning, that, we're just going to leave that to your ignorance in regards to that. Even if you've got family members, because every person with a developmental disability is different. They're different. Some people you can't really even tell there's something going on with them unless you a work with people with developmental disabilities or are like me, have a child with a developmental disability. So y'all know I'm having an issue with that. And I left a paragraph telling my YouTube friend, the YouTuber, it was low. I'm not the only one who felt this way. Doesn't matter. I know he don't give a F what we think, but as the mother of someone who has a developmental disability, and is an adult, this is the thing that that pisses me off. Let me just say that. People, you know, going after people who have developmental disabilities, even if they can't defend themselves. And then freaking questioning whether they are developmentally disabled. What, you think the people who are developmentally disabled don't know how to handle themselves? Some of them know how to, a lot of them go to college, they drive, they have regular jobs just like you and me. And she didn't deserve to be pulled into this ish. If you're gonna go after that freaking fool, go after him. Don't pull this woman into your stuff, into the stuff. I know you're not gonna take the video down, you know, but I'm certainly, gonna say how I feel. Outside of this, you're cool with me, Suge. But this was some bull-ish. And I watched the entire video, and the whole chat was on him. And shouts out to Jazzy for getting up there and trying to explain to him that, yeah, people with developmental disabilities are quite intelligent. Because, see, developmental disabilities don't mean that there is a delay in their intelligence. It means that they might have a delay in some other area. Like, they may have a delay in speech. They may be, have social awkwardness, not be able to handle certain situations, maybe have meltdowns, have to have coping mechanisms, all of these things. But they ain't stupid. And so, what makes you think that a person who is intelligent wouldn't know that they have a developmental disability? I mean, at some point, don't you think if the person is intelligent and they have a developmental disability, that they're going to figure it out at some point. I'm like, my son knows he has autism. He could probably explain it better if he, knew how to articulate everything that he's thinking, you know, to me. So I could understand. But that shit was offensive. It was some bullshit to me. And I'm still pissed off about it. I understand other people may not feel that way. That's fine. But me, as the as an autism mom, as the parent of someone who is developmentally delayed and is an adult, yeah, that shit pissed me off. So yeah, I'm saying how I feel on my own freaking platform, you know, and I know you didn't know why you was apologizing. You didn't think you needed to apologize, but yeah, it was kind of foul. It was kind of foul. And you should have done more than just apologize to that lady. Hell, you should help her get her 1K. You should be the first one helping her. And I know that there are other people who have done this and that and everything, but you know what? That don't even matter. We expect that shit from them. We don't expect it from you, dude. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't usually get on here and say no curse words, but I had to make my point. Wasn't cool. I know I'm not the only one who felt that way. I'm not the only one who was offended. I was offended for her. I was offended for her. For real, for real. You know. I hope nobody ever do no shit like that to my kid. When he's older and I'm not here, and he's having to do stuff for himself. But he's not into YouTube like that, so I guess I don't have to worry about that, huh? Just pissed me really off, you guys, and I was really disappointed in him. You want to go after homeboy, whose name I ain't gonna say because he's an idiot and ain't gonna get no shine over here. Oh, and if I find out he's doing some ish to her, other than her just being in his chat, if he's taking advantage of this woman in anyway, y'all. Y'all, you want to know? Y'all know I live in Cali, but I'm not from here, okay? I'm not from here. And y'all know I got pissed off when people were messing with Angel's Army. So just don't, there's so much more that you can be doing than messing with this lady. I hope that she gets 1,000 subscribers by next week, and she can get monetized by next month. That's what I hope. And if you want to go subscribe to her channel, she's on my community board. I have one of her videos up on my community board. Y'all don't know. I'm just pissed. This kind of ish makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. I ain't mad. I'm angry. I'm pissed the F off about it. because it just wasn't right. To me, it just wasn't right. Yeah, well, anybody saying that stuff, I'm not cool with that. I disagree with Tanya being put in the middle of this foolishness with that freaking fool who going around here lying about all kinds of stuff in regards to himself. He didn't got his he over there, sniffing up under people in the beef sector now. So, go after him. But leave this lady out of it. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. It is not a good look for you guys dragging a person who is on the spectrum. It just is not. It just isn't. I'm just, pissed off about it. Because here's the thing. How would y'all feel if this was, somebody in your family? Now, God forbid any of y'all ever have anybody who grows up to be an adult on the spectrum with autism, even though there's a whole bunch of black people with it. But that shit ain't right. Don't be up here dragging her into this stuff. I don't give a F what y'all think about this other fool and about you being dragged and all of that stuff. You don't have a developmental disability. You don't. You got other stuff going on with you. But medication will not make her this lady's developmental disability, autism. I believe she has autism. That's what it looked like to me is going on with her. That she's high functioning autistic. But she may never have been labeled as autistic. They do a lot of us who have autism and call them developmentally delayed or try to put them over there with the mentally challenged. What used to be called mental retardation. They tried to do that to my cousin. They do that a lot to females. I don't know why they don't want to name that they have autism as well. Y'all need to get educated on people who have developmental disabilities. And if you don't have any sympathy or any empathy, then don't say anything. Just shut the fuck up. Seriously. Yeah, she's doing videos every day. I mean, she's just being herself on here. And I mean, she's been married. Her husband passed. Yeah, people with autism do get married. Some of them actually have kids and have children, i.e., Amy. What is it? Amy what is her like? Schumann or whatever her name is? Schumann. Her husband is on the spectrum. He's a chef. They have a kid. I mean, people with autism, they want to, go out. They want to have dates and socialize and all of that stuff. I was telling you guys the other day, I was talking about that we have to continually talk about sex. And I had been in a autism support group where we were talking about this with not just children on the spectrum, but with adults on the spectrum. And how there were parents that were on this who have full-grown adults that ain't said nothing. Now, I've had to have these conversations with my son. I don't know what his father's doing. But in this household, I'm having conversations. Demonstrated with a banana as well, with the real prophylactic. Yes, it did. Because he may act like he's a teenager, but he's still a 25-year-old man. And he likes girls. Grown girls. Hey, Joe. So I'm sorry, you guys. I had to get that out. Y'all, I mean, anybody that knows of me on this platform knows that if I find out about anything having to do with someone who's disabled and has a developmental disability and is Black, if I find out about it, and I know that she's not the only one, but this is the one I know about. So this is what I'm talking about. You know? These are my feelings. You don't have to agree with me. Nobody has to agree with me. But I tell you what, there was, there was a whole bunch of people who gave Suge the thumbs down on that particular video. So he may not care about that, but that's telling you something. People don't like you doing this. It's not cool. And I don't give a F if so and so is doing it. I don't listen to them. I don't care what they doing. They're ignorant. You quote unquote Mr. Christian man shouldn't be doing this stuff. I grew up Roman Catholic just like you are, sir. And maybe this is more infuriating to me because I happen to, this is like one of my biggest fears, somebody doing something crazy to my son when I'm not here. And this is just, words and stuff. But you did it on the internet and it will be on there forever. Is that, this ain't good for your brand either, sir. Since you want to have a good brand, this ain't good for your brand. Attacking a developmentally disabled person because they associate with another person that attacked another person that was having some mental challenges or mental health issues. See, mental health and developmental disabilities are not the same thing. And I hate when people try to treat them like they are. They're not the same thing. Not. So, sorry y'all have to listen to me rant about this. So I'm going to go on to something else. This is a little bit more light because, I need to namaste myself out right now, And, I don't even know this woman. I just feel compassion because I wouldn't want nobody to do no stuff like this to my son or anyone else that I know that has a developmental disability, whether they be high functioning or not, especially when it wasn't even about them. So, moving on, I see that there's still other stuff going on. I've been floating from sector to sector because y'all know I do. Because I'm not in any of the stuff. I'm just watching what's going on. Like I said on Monday, channels are falling like flies over in the quote unquote beef sector. Another channel disappeared today. And I actually watched that one. I actually watched him. I enjoyed his, his commentary. But they said he's coming back. But yeah. Oh, and shouts out to Gigi, aka Deirdre Helena Wells, whose channel I got that information off of. Ken Nola's channel is gone. I believe he took it down, though. It was not taken down, which is what's going on with some of these other channels. Because they're not advertiser friendly. How long you think you're going to do stupid stuff, talk about stupid stuff, flash private parts, and still stay on this platform? Content. And I know for some people talking about other YouTubers is their content, but isn't there something else you could be doing? Because that's what this is just turned into a freaking firestorm for y'all. And y'all trying to pull folk over in the black sector into y'all bull. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. It's not a wise decision. Especially the people or person that y'all keep trying to pull into y'all stuff. We neutral over here on y'all stuff, and we expect that y'all stay out of stuff over that's going on over here. Now, the other thing that I was going to talk about is the Viper Pit. Like, what the F is going on? I've been going back listening to videos and stuff that's happened in the last few days after folk were up on Bomb's panel, and then it appears that a whole bunch of shiznick was going back and forth between channels and stuff, and Bomb Cherry is going in, and it's sad. But again, we don't know each other. Nobody really truly knows anybody on this platform. Even if you've seen that person, if you don't see them on a daily basis, you're not talking to them all the time, y'all don't know each other. You're just people on the internet. And when people try to make that into something bigger, it gets crazy. Because the stuff that I was just listening to her say, I was just like in shock. And I was around when a lot of, when a lot of these things were going on, but she's saying what was really going on versus what we thought. Mind blower. She went all the way back to the Sansa Ray days. She just has been breaking it down, and it's just, I because these folks are from where my family's from. My family's from New Orleans. And it's probably a high propensity that some of these folks, my aunt might have been some of them's teacher if they went to McDonald 35. I find people everywhere. It's like every time I find folk that are from New Orleans, and if they know anything about McDonald 35, they know my auntie. But, you know, I don't, like seeing people that are from the same region just, I don't like people just dragging each other for filth. But it just seems that this was a buildup. It's like things, like something was, it was bothering her, and it just got to the point where she was just done. So, I mean, I used to be over in the Viper Pit like a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And I still am over there. I'm probably not over there as much as I was before, but that's simply because, you know, everything has opened back up. I'm busier at work. I can't be online all damn day in everybody's chat. I just can't, but when I'm over there, I mean, things are cool, but I mean, I don't agree with how certain people talk, and I say how I feel. I'm not one to bite my tongue, but I'm also not one who's jumping up on everybody's damn panel. I got my own channel. You know, I'll get up on a panel if I got something to say, but for the most part, I stay in the chat. I listen to what's going on because I'm not in it for drama, and unless we just having a normal conversation and stuff, then it was just for me to get up there. I'll say what I got to say from the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, D. Darrell. Yeah, that's all I was saying. I'm like, like this New Orleans folks, that's where my family's from. Matter of fact, we supposed to be trying to have a family reunion and in New Orleans next year. Well, with my mama's side, and not just my mama's daddy's side, but my mama's side. Like, bringing two parts of our family together, trying to have something huge. But yeah, it's I mean, these the dynamics of these YouTube relationships, friendships is very, very volatile. I mean, there's people that were cool when I first started doing content that don't even speak no more. That ain't cool. There's people that you would see all the time in everybody's chat that you barely see anymore. Hell, don't even know if they're doing content. So I mean, a lot of things, it's like coming out of 2020, a lot of stuff is changing. And I think a lot of people, maybe they're just reevaluating, you know, I guess how they want to move on the platform, who they want to be associated with. And that's perfectly fine because I mean, especially if you have your own platform, I just hate that it's so messy, with how people, you know, part ways, you know. I get that part. Are you from Louisiana also, D. Terrell? Yeah, that's where my family's from. My mama. My daddy is from Detroit, but he moved to New Orleans when he was a teenager because his mama's from Louisiana. My grandmother was from Alexandria, but he finished school in New Orleans. And my auntie, my mother's sister, taught at McDonald 35, which is a really good school, public school in New Orleans. And most of the people that I have met from New Orleans, knew my auntie because they went to McDonald's 35. You know? Good thing I ain't on here showing my behind. You know? But that's not even why I'm here. I could show my behind, but you know, that takes so much energy. It takes so much energy, you know? And I'm a February baby. We free spirits. You know, we ain't really into that stuff. But if you want to go there, we can go there. Let me remind y'all, I'm not from California. I am not laid back like I appear to be. I'm from DC. You know? And it's like if I spoke on here with my DC accent, most of the time y'all wouldn't even understand me. First of all, because people from DC generally talk very much faster than I talk, being in California. And I have to slow down my speech so that y'all can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, we talk pretty fast. And we say certain things like water, you know, and we don't call Maryland Maryland. It's Maryland. You know. And the reason we just call DC DC is so that y'all don't think it's that other Washington. Let me see what you guys are saying. Alexandria. Oh, you from the Alexandria area? Yeah, that's where my grandmother is from. My father's mother was from there. She was a Chase. And I know I'm related to the people that own the restaurant Dookie Chase in New Orleans. I'm related to them on my daddy's side. That's my grandmother's family. Oh yeah, I know, yeah, y'all talk fast in New York. Y'all talk faster than us, and then folks from Boston talk even faster. Even faster. Yeah. It's even though people that are north of it's crazy. Even though DC is like in that they're like we're between the north and the south. We're really the south, but we don't want to be the south. DC don't want to be the south, but they really are the south. So they call themselves the Northeast. But how it's like Maryland is the South. Even if DC don't want to be the South, Maryland is the South. Maryland only strategically was part of the Union during the Civil War. But y'all know that Maryland was a slave state, right? Yeah, y'all know that. You know? There were also people in that area that were freemen. That's why there's so many people with the last name Freeman. They come from that line of Freeman. I'm laughing when I'm saying it, but I'm dropping knowledge as I'm laughing saying that. It's the truth. That was the last name that a lot of free people took, Freeman, because they were free. They were a free man. That's one of the reasons why I want to do my genealogy and stuff, but I want to do it. I desperately, I think I need to do it before my dad is out of here. I could do it, still with my brother, but I need to do it while my dad is still here to get my dad to do it, because the only way I can find out his family is either my brother or my dad have to do the stuff. Even if I do it, they can better get the information through the male. The female, it's they can get more of it for the mom, and it's because I don't have any Y chromosomes because I'm a woman. You know, I, you know that Y chromosomes come from daddy, so that's why the brother has to do it because he's the carrier. But I'm thinking about doing that soon, you guys, because I just want to find out. There's rumors, you know, that part of my family were never slaves, but I don't know all of that, you know. I know that like on my mom's side, my grandmother was born on a plantation. So, you know, but my grandfather's mother was from the islands. And then on my dad's side, well, his father's family, the Afro-Cuban, that's the mystery. Speaking of Cuba, have you guys been keeping up with all of the protests that have been going on in regards to um Cuba, both here in the United States and in Cuba? And of course, the Cuban government is blaming it on us. They're blaming everything on us because of the reimposed embargoes from the Trump administration. Now, my question is, I wonder why Biden hasn't taken them off. What is the purpose of keeping them in place? I mean, I know that's not top on his list and everything, but the people who are really suffering are the Afro Cubans, okay? The people whose skin is like mine or darker. Mi familia. So I kind of feel some kind of way about it. With a guy named Freeman, don't know where he's from. Well, I know that the name Freeman it's um in the Northeast. You have a lot of people because see, the myth is that they weren't free black people. I mean, they were free black people the whole time. Don't get it twisted. You know, everybody did not come from. We didn't all come from slavery, i.e., some of us are not due reparations. I'm just saying because they were never slaves. Their ancestors weren't slaves. You know, I know. See, interesting thing is, I know, like on my mom's side, we can go back to the plantation, and then we know that it doesn't lead back to the plantation through her father. But on my dad's side, I I think it leads back to the plantation via his mama. His father's family, well, they came from Cuba, so but there was slavery in Cuba, so I'm sure at some point they were slaves. And I'm sure somewhere in there, some the slave boss, because they had a whole bunch of those Irish slave bosses down there. That's why you have all of these Cubans, black Cubans who have Irish last names. I just want to do this stuff so I can find out what our Spanish last name was. I know what the Irish last name is. It came over from Cuba. So, but I've been on here for an hour, y'all. I had to vent for a while. Let me turn on the camera so you guys can see me. Thank y'all for listening to me. Sorry I was cursing earlier, that's not my normal stilo, but trust and believe. I do not have to say those words. Hey, you guys. Come down. You gotta come. Stoop down. Look. Look over here. Come over. Say hi.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Yeah. So you needed to speak into the mic so they can hear you. Yeah, that's the mic. Okay. Yeah. See, he's not interested. He's not interested, y'all. He just wanted to come over here and say hi when the camera came on. So y'all see, this thing is I'm having issues with my pop screen. If I put it right here, it's gonna tip the whole thing over. So I gotta figure that out. Or maybe I gotta get another pop screen. I don't know. Cause I don't know. But let me get ready to get off of here, you guys. I am like, y'all see I'm sweating. Let me fan myself down again. Shiny forehead. Yeah, see, I have braided my hair. I didn't put little teeny braids. I was going to do some lemonade cornrows and put it up in the thing, but it was too hot. It was too hot for me to sit there and cornrow the back. Because I would have had to do the back first, and the front's not the problem. It's doing the back. So I gotta, maybe the next time when I use a different hair. But I wasn't gonna do it with this hair. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Let me put this fan down. Fan down. All right, you guys. I will see you guys on today's Wednesday. Friday. Guess what Friday is? Friday is payday. Yes. I'll see you guys on Friday. And before I get off of here, I want to send out a shout out to my girl, brown girl Bella, who has brought herself back to YouTube. Still praying for her. She had a very close loss. She lost her child. But she's back. Just praying. Kisses out to you, sis. Because I know you'll see this on replay because you ain't up this late. But I'll see you guys on Friday. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see you guys on Friday. I won't be pissed off. I just had to get it off my chest, y'all. I still love you, Suge. But we just gonna agree to disagree on this. Same with Jazzy. We just gonna agree to disagree, and y'all can understand where I'm coming from because I am the parent of someone who has a developmental disability. He's not in his 50s now. They don't consider him high functioning, but I do. But I'll see you guys Friday. In the meantime, I will probably be dropping a video tomorrow. I've been having some audio issues with my video. But hopefully I've resolved them so I can get it up tomorrow. All right, you guys. I'll see y'all.